US President Donald Trump has insisted that the US is in charge of Venezuela after the seizure of Nicolás Maduro, but was also dealing with the new leadership in Caracas by the Vice President of Venezuela. Listen to this.
With the people, we're dealing with the people that just got sorted. And don't ask me who's in charge because I'll give you an answer and then we're in charge. We're in charge. We're in charge. No, I haven't, but other people.
Venezuela's interim leader, Delcy Rodríguez, said at the same time that she was ready to work together with the Trump administration, asking the US leader for a balanced, respectful relationship. US forces attacked Caracas before dawn on Saturday, bombing military targets and sprinting away Maduro and his wife to face federal narco-trafficking charges in New York. The deposed leader of Venezuela is due to appear in a Manhattan court on Monday. The Trump administration says that it is willing to work with the remainder of Maduro's government as long as Washington's goals, particularly opening access to US investment in Venezuela's enormous crude oil reserves, are met. In another interview, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that discussions of Venezuela holding elections following Maduro's ouster were premature, with Washington focused on ensuring the remaining leadership in Caracas enacts policy changes.
Elections? Well, look, this is a country that's been governed by this regime now for 14 or 15 years. The elections should have happened a long time ago. The elections did happen. They lost them and they didn't count the votes, or they refused to count the votes, and everyone knows it. So all of that, I think, is premature at this point. There's a lot of work to be done here. Right now, what we are focused in, let's be realistic here, what we are focused on right now is all of the problems we had with when Maduro was there. We still have those problems in terms of them needing to be addressed. We are going to give people an opportunity to address those challenges and those problems. Until they address it, they will continue to face this oil quarantine.
In an interview with CBS News, Rubio also suggested that the United States would not take a day-to-day role in governing Venezuela other than enforcing an existing oil quarantine on the country. A turnaround after President Trump announced a day earlier that the US would be running Venezuela following its ouster of leader Nicolás Maduro. Now, in the meantime, European Union has reiterated that respect for the will of the Venezuelan people was the only way to restore democracy in the country. In a statement supported by 26 member states, the EU's Foreign Affairs Chief Kaja Kallas called for calm and restraint by all actors to avoid escalation and to ensure a peaceful solution to the crisis. The Venezuelan opposition figure in exile, Edmundo Gonzalez, has reacted to Maduro's ouster in an Instagram post from Spain. He said that while the capture of Maduro was an important step, it was not enough to return normalcy in the crisis-hit nation. Then on the other hand, Venezuela continues to grapple with their new reality post Maduro's ouster. The pre-dawn US bombing at the Fort Tiuna military complex in Caracas left residents of nearby Ciudad Tiuna community shaken. The neighborhood was without electricity while smoke was still rising from the mountain near the fort on Sunday after the assault.
At the moment of the bombing, the first thing that came to my mind was that the Americans had invaded because that's what you think. Then my husband told me, grab the child, grab the child. I even went downstairs in my pajamas because we didn't have time to change or anything. In an emergency, you don't think about anything. You could even run out naked without realizing it.